If this hasn't worked for you, it's not your fault. The real reason is rarely explained. In this video, I'll break down what's really happening and what actually works. You can have urinary problems even if your prostate isn't the real issue. And that single fact could explain why so many men over 40 keep dealing with weak urine flow, constant urgency, and waking up at night to pee even after trying everything they were told should work. If you've ever wondered why some men seem to empty their bladder easily at any age, while others struggle more and more as the years go by, you're not alone. Millions of men search for answers every year, and most of them are pointed toward the same explanation: the prostate. It sounds logical, it's familiar, and it feels like the obvious answer, but for many men, it's only part of the picture. Urinary problems after 40 often creep in slowly. At first, it's a weaker stream. Then it's standing there longer, waiting to finish. Over time, it becomes the feeling that your bladder never fully empties. You might start planning your day around
that carries
bathrooms,
urine from the bladder
or
out of the
thinking
body.
twice before
The sphincter
drinking
muscle
water in the
controls the
evening
flow.
because you know you'll be up at night. For many men, this becomes normal, even though it shouldn't. The common belief is simple. The prostate grows with age, presses on the urinary tract, and causes all these issues. So naturally, men focus all their attention on the prostate. They change their diet, they try supplements, they follow advice they find online or hear from others. Yet, for a large number of men, the results are disappointing. Some improvement maybe, but not the relief they were hoping for. This leads to frustration and confusion. If the prostate is the problem, why doesn't fixing the prostate fully fix the symptoms? The answer lies in something most men are never told to look at. Urine doesn't flow through the prostate alone. It passes through a narrow tube called the urethra. Think of it like a flexible hose. When that hose is strong and supported, fluid flows freely. When the walls of that hose weaken, even normal pressure can cause it to partially collapse. As men age, changes don't happen in just one place. For many men over 40, the walls of the urethra themselves can lose strength over time. When that happens, the urethra
The urinary
struggles
system
to
maintains
stay
fluid
fully
balance.
open.
The kidneys filter
The
blood,
result
producing
is
urine
a
that flows
weaker
through the ureters to
stream,
the bladder, which stores
stopping
and
and
expels it via the
starting,
urethra.
and urine left behind in the bladder. That leftover urine is what creates many of the most frustrating symptoms. It sends signals to your brain that you still need to go, even when you just went.
In this
That's
calm
why
space, every
urgency
detail is
increases.
signed. The brain
That's why you
rests into
feel like you
peace and
can't
clarity.
fully empty your bladder, and that's why nighttime trips to the bathroom become more frequent. This also explains something that has puzzled men for years. Some men have enlarged prostates and very few urinary issues. Others have only mild prostate changes but struggle every day. The difference often isn't just the prostate itself, but how well the urethra can hold its shape and resist pressure. When solutions focus only on the prostate, they may miss this completely. Reducing inflammation or supporting prostate tissue can help in some cases, but if the urethra is weakened, those approaches may not be enough. It's like adjusting one part of a system while ignoring another part that's just as important. In recent years, researchers have started looking more closely at the structures that actually
The
control
urethral wall
urine
features a
flow.
protective urothelium,
What they've
a supportive
found
lamina
is that
propria, a
supporting
muscular
the
layer
health
for
of the
control, and an
urethral
outer
walls
adventitia.
and the cells that make them up plays a major role in maintaining steady, comfortable urination. When these structures are supported, the urethra can stay open more easily, allowing the bladder to empty more completely. This shift in understanding matters because it changes the conversation. Urinary problems don't automatically mean things will keep getting worse. They don't always mean extreme measures are the only option. In many cases, it means the body needs support in an area that has been overlooked for a long time. Healthy urinary flow is often the result of consistent support. Hydration habits matter. Sleep matters. Nutrients that protect cells from damage matter. Over time, these factors help the urinary system work the way it's supposed to, instead of constantly feeling like it's fighting against itself. If you're over 40 and deal with weak flow, urgency, or waking up at night to
The
pee,
urethral
this
mucosa provides
information
a
is
protective
especially
lining. The
relevant.
muscularis makes sure
It's even more
together.
important
They keep the
if you've
urethra
already
intact under
tried
pressure.
focusing only on prostate health and felt let down by the results. Understanding the full picture gives you options you may not have realized you had. So, to summarize, this works because it targets the root cause, not just the symptoms. When this process is supported consistently, the body responds naturally over time. For people who want a structured way to apply these principles, there's a resource linked below that puts everything together in a simple format. You'll find more details in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here.